Yo, Internet. Welcome to another episode of the Jongravesshow Show. Talk about some gaming news. Starting this off, pretty much we have the new GTA Online Bikers update, which is supposed to, I believe it's supposed to kind of give you like a brand new different, give you a very different thing. Sort of like how way back when they decided, you know what, we will actually focus on doing way more heists, you know, the shit that we kind of promoted this damn game on. We will give you more of that. And now what they're doing for GTA Online, they are giving you tattoos, biker weapons, biker styles, features like co-op and competitive missions. They're even saying that this is supposed to actually switch up the dynamic of how presidents act in the club and things that sort of go on with that nature. Now, honestly, I don't play GTA Online enough to actually even speak upon how this can actually change the game. But honestly, seeing is that they still want to add shit to this old ass game, I'm actually kind of happy to see that, because again, this is pretty much this is almost to the levels of a damn MMO. So that's something to take into perspective, you know. The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt won't receive PlayStation 4 Pro. Well, it won't receive the PlayStation 4 Pro patch. As pretty much, well, now this comes from like this comes from the main studio itself, and they pretty much went on to say that since we want to fully focus on Cyberpunk 2077 and GWT and convert the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt from a full HD game to a 4K one on console will be too much of a time and resource consuming process. We decided not to release an edition of Wild Hunt supporting the new features of PlayStation Pro. So pretty much what they're saying is that, listen, there's no real reason for us to even try and put time into even trying to kind of update the graphics of this shit, because again, at this point, they've already played the game, and just going back and kind of putting all these brand new features and brand new visual aesthetics in there, there's no reason for that shit, because again, us going back and doing that is fucking up projects that we're working on now. So again, for right now, or possibly maybe even never, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt does not need a fucking HDR update or like a 4K like upscaling and shit. Again, for a game like that, I would think that if you liked it, you know, and you want it, and you love playing it and shit, I would think that something like that probably wouldn't have bothered you in the first place, because again, you would have liked playing the fucking game in the first place. But then again, that's just my opinion, you know. Finally, we have Nioh. In this case, Nioh might be the best Dark Souls clone ever. And there's a thing about this that I actually like, and it is that director Fumihiko Yasuda pretty much came out and was quoted that saying that he knows that this is pretty much a Dark Souls game, but they kind of have their own spin with it, or at least like it's a Dark Souls clone, but they're doing their own thing with it to pretty much make their own game. And pretty much he was quoted as saying, I can't say that we don't know about Dark Souls, that we say that would be a massive lie. We've had some influences from them. I would say the biggest difference is that we have Samurai as the main character. We have many members of the Ninja Gaiden production team working with us, bringing their expertise, and it is shown in the different fighting styles, different fighting stances, and the use of diverse Japanese weaponry. I think these bring an element of originality to Nioh. Truth be told, based upon the beta, like, of course, like, it's aesthetic and how it looks. Of course, like, you would say, like, you see Dark Souls, but it's a different set of paint. Of course, like, there are samurai. Of course, that there are demons. Of course, that there are pretty much like gigantic monsters and shit. And of course, you have your spirit bars and everything. But with how the game plays and the approach in which that you take, everything is very different in Nioh, and it feels way more faster pace, and it feels like it's supposed to be a very quick paced game in which they're supposed to be, it's about the hit and run tactics. Again, if you played the beta, you kind of understand that. Now, I'm not sure about this demo that did come out, in which that, like, this article, it does sort of divulge deeply into how Yasuda, how he thinks about the story and stuff, of saying that the story is different because, of course, they have like an American, a European blonde-haired, blue-eyed like man who came over to Japan and stuff like that. And this is based on a real story and everything. And all that is fine and dandy and wonderful. These are also some things that actually make Nioh different from Dark Souls. Again, if this game had a clear-cut story, it's already different from Dark Souls. But going back to gameplay though, I actually like the gameplay of Nioh. I kind of like Dark Souls a little bit more because it's kind of a little bit more controlled, you know, to whereas that your attacks, they do have like a wider range. When you hit enemies, like they do stop and they do stun, whereas in Nioh it's more or less like the second that you get grouped up on, you are fucked, you are dead. Especially if you run out of stamina. No matter what, no matter how good of the armor you have on is, you get hit 3 times, you dead. So that's sort of a thing. And I will link this down there in the description, so please tell me what do you think about this down there in the comment section. I'll catch you on the next Jongrav show. Keep watching anime, keep playing video games, and I'll see you next time. I really love Nioh. I'm out. Hello internet. Hopefully you loved that video, and pretty much you do feel the same way that I do about it, because if you agree with me or you're pretty much disagree, please leave me a comment, follow me up on my other social media, you know, like Twitter and all the rest of the other stuff, which I'll kind of have to get back into. But also, if you like this video, please go ahead and hit the like, hit the like button and share this video with some of your friends. Till then, though, please click over right over here or over there, and you can go ahead and check out my latest video. So, see you.